It's week 3 of the National Football League, and our eyes are on Paulson Adebo. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Saints and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than done. But I think these two teams today both find themselves at the end of the year in that mix.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go here at Arrowhead. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Right back to Kelce again. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
What?
Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They put Kelce in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Shaheed now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple, with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. This one on target to Olave. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That is a big gainer for the Saints. A pickup of 44 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints move out to a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. We are through one. The Saints out on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Couple of 1st downs already on this drive, and they'll go 1st down from the 43. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that 1st hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kick is good. Makes the score Saints 14, Chiefs 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
He'll get this out wide. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They put KC in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still first down.
They put KC in motion. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they want. Be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack. That might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They put KC in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Saints going to use their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Following, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run, and he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Mahomes now to throw again. He's got his man, he finds Worthy. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin in the NFC South. Tampa Bay paying their yearly visit to Atlanta. And that one tied 3-3 in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. Number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now a give on the ground. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Jamin Davis there to make the play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Saints move out to a 21-3 advantage. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
They've talked about the locker room at the halftime break. Seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco.
Waste of time.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
On comes the Chiefs punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start. The 30-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. One of the tight ends motions right. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Wow! And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 12. First down, New Orleans. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Right back to him on first down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, the ball's out. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure and the biggest...
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.